Now, today is International Epilepsy Day. There are 40,000 people in Ireland with epilepsy. The medical definition of epilepsy is the tendency to have repeated seizures in the brain. And up to 70% of those living with the condition will go on to be seizure-free. That's usually through the right combination of medication or through other medical advances such as surgery. There are 50 various types of epilepsy. Sadly, no cure, and you can be diagnosed with epilepsy at any stage of life. Well, one of the faces of the new International Epilepsy Day campaign in Ireland is a wonderful young lady from Ballina. Her name is Cara Martin. She's now a student in Limerick, and Cara joins us on the programme. How you doing, Cara?
Hiya, Tommy. How are you?
Good. It's a couple of years, I think, since we spoke. How are things with you?
Yeah, they're fine. I was diagnosed with epilepsy when I was 17 during my leaving cert. And I was lucky enough that within the year of being diagnosed that my medication had worked and I was seizure free. But unfortunately last year, which is 3 years after that, I actually had a seizure. So I'm in my final year of college, so it's been very eventful, so it has.
Has it affected your study?
It has, yeah, it has. But I'm very lucky because my lecturers in college are very understanding, and the group of friends that I have are very, they make sure I'm okay. And so I'm lucky that way.
In terms of your openness about your situation, you've been very open from the very start about being a public face. And now here you are, the public face of Epilepsy Ireland today. So you don't mind people knowing that you are somebody who has epilepsy?
Yeah, no, I don't mind. I think when it comes to epilepsy itself, you could look at a person and you don't realise that they have epilepsy. At times the condition can be very kind of lonely. I know myself when I was first diagnosed, I didn't know anyone else that had it, bar my granny. So I think it's important that other people that are recently diagnosed or people that are going through it, it's nice for them to see other people and see faces of other people that also know how it feels to have epilepsy.
I mentioned there are, I think, 50 types of seizures.
Yeah.
What category are you in?
So I have juvenile monoclonic epilepsy. So my seizures are nocturnal. They happen at night, unfortunately. So I myself don't actually know what's happening. They happen when I'm in my sleep. So it's really important that for me, I have people around me that, make sure I'm safe. Because as you know, the message that Epilepsy Ireland are trying to put out there is time, safe, stay. So they're the 3 words that you really should know. Time, which is time the seizures. Safe, which is make sure that the person around you is safe, and stay with them. Because a person that has a seizure, whether you're awake or not, it can be very scary. So it's really important to remember those 3 words.
What kind of effect does it have on your body? As you say, your seizures happen in your sleep. You don't even know you're having one. So when you do effectively and technically wake up, how is your body feeling? Or do you know then, I've had a seizure?
Yeah, it takes me about maybe 40 minutes to come out of it. At times I don't realise that I have a seizure, and other times I do. I think the more I've learned about seizures and how my body works, I now realise I do have them. For me, now obviously everyone deals with them differently, but I could probably sleep for a week and I'd still be completely tired, because obviously when you have a seizure, it's your entire body, it's your muscles. So you need to give your body time to kind of rest and relax. So for me, I sleep. All I do is sleep, and I'm lucky enough that I love sleeping. So it's handy that way. Yeah. But yeah, all I do is sleep.
In terms of the people around you, your family, it's challenging for them, isn't it?
Yeah, I think when I was first diagnosed with epilepsy, myself, I was quite in denial about it. As I said, my granny had epilepsy and her mum had epilepsy. And back then, when they were younger and they had seizures, people didn't really know about it. So I know when I was diagnosed, all I ever used to say to my granny was, well, I got the raw end of the deal. I was the grandchild that got the epilepsy, which was a running joke in my house. But for my parents, Mags and Paul, like, for them, they've been very supportive, and I know for them, maybe they're stressed and they're upset, but they don't show it because they don't want me to worry either.
Sure.
So I'm very lucky in a way that I do have my family and that support that I do need. And of course, my granny as well. She's amazing. So yeah, I'm very lucky that I have a family that are there and know how to deal with it and are there for me if I get upset and I'm going through it, because it is a condition that, as I said, people don't realize you have. And it's very much within your house and the people that are around you that know what's happening.
You've got to take your medication presumably every day?
I do, yes, yes. That's very important, yeah.
And what about the future? I mean, what are the doctors telling you? I mentioned there is no cure, but a person could become seizure-free over time.
Yeah, so I think I was very lucky that I was seizure-free when it did happen, because I know there is a lot of people out there that aren't. And of course, for me, when I was in Leaving Cert, all I wanted to do was go to college. All I wanted to do was make new friends. And of course, that didn't happen at the time because I actually did have to take a year out. So epilepsy itself, I feel, it really does affect your mental health and kind of your social life. Like for me, every single thing that's involved in being a young adult, I can't do. So, for example, sleep deprivation, alcohol, all the things that are revolved around being a young adult is what affects me. But I love traveling, absolutely love doing it. But of course, when I do have a seizure, there is the reality of saying, okay, Cara, you can't travel at the minute. And of course, there's lots of things I want to do. As I said, I'm in 4th year. I want to graduate. I'd love to go to America. I'd love to do all these amazing things. But of course, my health is the most important thing in my life as well. So I need to take that into consideration.
Well, I know that the organisation Epilepsy Ireland are doing wonderful work, and they're getting information out there to people, not just the people with epilepsy, but also family members, because that's so important. So they've been a great crutch.
They have, yeah. And I'd always tell people, like, anyone that might not know Epilepsy Ireland is out there, please look them up on Google. They're at www.epilepsyireland.ie. They offer amazing supports. I have got the opportunity to meet so many other young people with epilepsy, and I think as a person that's amazing. Yeah. And you know, they're always a call away, and they're always there to make sure that you're okay, and obviously offer the supports and guidance that you need when you are first diagnosed with epilepsy.
Well, you are one of the faces of the new International Epilepsy Day campaign, Cara. Fair dues to you. Ballina, very proud of you, and I know your family are so proud of you as well. And epilepsy.ie is the website if you want to find more information about epilepsy, or maybe somebody in your family circle has recently been diagnosed. Whilst it's tough and it's heart-wrenching and it's challenging, final word, would you say, Cara, that it's manageable over time?
Yeah, it is. And I feel like if there's anyone out there that have epilepsy, my attitude is there's no point sitting around, you know, feeling sorry for yourself. Obviously, it is going to be a hard time, but I don't think you should allow epilepsy to define you as a person. Don't let anyone turn around and say, oh, well, that's the girl with epilepsy. So I think, you know, if you have any dreams or aspirations, or there's things that you want to do in life, I think you should definitely follow them.
Well said. And look, we wish you the very, very best of luck with your studies down in Limerick. What are you studying at the moment?
I'm currently in TUS in Limerick, and I'm studying business with event management. So I've about 6 weeks left to go, and then that's me. I have to become a real adult then, Tommy.
Start making a few bob. Okay, look, Cara.
Exactly.
Yeah, listen, enjoy yourself down there, and thanks for talking to us. You're great.
Thank you, Tommy. Okay, bye.
What an inspiring young lady, Cara Martin from Ballina, talking to us as part of International Epilepsy Day. Epilepsyireland.ie or epilepsy.ie, actually, for more information on that particular condition.